for real, this music shit, bro, like I dedicated my life to this shit, bro. For me, I'm a firm believer in like, you can't grow if you're comfortable. I've never been able to grow when I was too comfortable. My biggest growth spurts have come through me being uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? The music industry is the only industry in business where there's no rules. Like, there's just no fucking rules. You gotta really subtract that negative shit out to make room for the positive, or you kind of setting yourself back already, you know what I'm saying? Some people could say that I want to do this or I want to do that, but you gotta show me you really mean that, you know what I'm saying? You really trying to be an artist, not just like, I made a song, let's post it, see if it go crazy, if it not, then we gonna play around, we gonna chill for 5 months, and maybe we put out another song. Like, nah, bro, I want this shit, and I mean this shit. And like, when I write these songs, like everything I'm saying in this song is me, it's my story. It all comes from a real place, so I don't play around that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? On the outside, it's like, damn, like, you doing all this dope shit, like, how'd you get that, or how'd you get this, how'd you get that? It's, bro, it's putting in the work. That's it.
Yo, what's going on, world? It's your boy Poncho here. Welcome to episode 30 of the Encore Podcast. If this is your first time listening, this is a podcast for artists, musicians, anyone with a passion for music and art that's trying to turn it into a full-time business. So if that's you, subscribe, tap in with the community. I'm not here today with my co-host because he's out. He has his last class for his summer program. So shout out to Cruz out there doing his thing. Also, I know I'm in the guest seat, which feels weird as hell, but we had to accommodate for a very special guest today. We got Ashoka in the building.
We here.
Took my seat.
My dog. I need that. Come up off that seat. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's all good. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, bro. Appreciate it. How you?
Yeah, life is good, bro. I can't complain. So, in just a few minutes or so, could you tell the people where you come from, like where you grew up, and how you got started in music?
Okay. So, I was raised in Rockland County, New York, by way of Queens.
Shout out 845.
Yeah. I was born in Queens, Rosedale to be exact. I moved to Rockland County when I was around like 6. Raised in Rockland County, and that's where I kind of found myself, figured out who I was. Me and my friends. Rockland County is only like 40 minutes from the city, so Rockland County, you get a lot of the city vibes in the people. You know what I'm saying? More so. That's where I come from. 845 shit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And how'd you get started in music?
So music, honestly, was one of those things. Like, I always say, it's funny. Like, one time I went through a media training, right? Ironically enough, we're here.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I did go through media training, and the questions they were asking me, it felt like a therapy session because it like kind of opened up my mind to so much shit, and I realized that I was into music before I even knew I was into music. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about let's say.
But you took media training before you was even in music.
Nah, when I was in music.
Okay.
And I'm saying from that, I learned how long I've been into music before even realizing it. But I say all that to say being a kid, I just kind of developed a love for music that I didn't really know what it was. I just knew when I hear certain artists, whether it be Michael Jackson, whether it be 50 Cent, I'm listening to the music, but on my off time, I'm also rapping the songs in the mirror. I'm also writing down lyrics in my notebook at 8, 9 years old. You know what I mean? It's things that maybe not the normal 8-year-old may be doing on a day-to-day
type shit.
But I never really thought of anything of it, even up until I was in my 20s. I never even kind of realized that. And from there to my dad being a CD and record collector, cassette player collector, into playing the trumpet from 4th grade up until 10th grade of high school, up until, being in 7th, 8th grade, 12 years old, rapping with my friend, just having a little fun. This guy over here in the cut trying to play it cool and shit. But we was in, my dog
the
Ty.
fly shirt on right now. I wish y'all could see
hell
shit.
Yeah, my nigga Ty.
The chain goes crazy too.
Ty. Chain goes crazy. That's KDM. That's a gang on the chain. Always.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? But even me and my dog Ty, we used to rap with each other, you know what I mean? Upload them to MySpace Music in 7th grade, 8th grade. We were 11, 12 years old. All these things kind of, they all count in the journey, and you don't even realize it, you know what I'm saying? Up until when I'm in high school, and being a fan of music to the level where I'm not really a casual fan. I'm not just listening to what's on the radio. I'm putting my homies on to J. Cole or Kendrick or Drake, you know what I mean? Back in the day, that was the kind of kid I was. I was on the music block searching who's every single day. What's the new shit? Oh shit, I got to check this out. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of grew my musical taste and my inspirations and all that kind of stuff. So it's been like a long journey of like musically that I didn't even realize I was really going through kind of all my life, you know what I'm saying? So by the time I started making music on my own, organically, just playing around with it. And like I said, I was making music when I was like, you know, around like 7th grade, 12 years old, but we were just playing around. We never thought there was any future in that, you know what I'm saying?
Type shit.
Exactly. So by the time I got to playing around with it as an adult where I had my own thoughts and my own story to tell, it just really all came together in full circle organically. You know, it felt like all the experiences I had with music throughout my life was kind of preparing me to start fucking around with my own, you know what I'm saying? So by the time I did start fucking around with my own when I was about 19, 20, 21, those college years, it was just about, okay, like, I know, not necessarily I know all the ins and outs of this, but I felt like I had studied it just throughout my whole life. So now I felt like, let me figure out where I fit in this picture, you know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I bet we got some shit for you today. The number one thing about me that stood out to you, especially as someone who, would you consider yourself up and coming still?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, from someone on the up and coming level, you got a lot of cosigns and you have a lot of platforms that have pushed you and supported you. How'd that even happen?
That's from like for real, this music shit, bro. Like, I dedicated my life to this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, my life. And niggas around me, like family, they know, like it's either you see me outside and I'm in front of you, or it's music. You know what I'm saying? It's not too much of an in between. So I worked hard on every aspect of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I've been doing music for 7 years now, and that's 7 years of reaching out to so many different contacts, cold emailing, cold calling,
you did all
DMs, that? Bro, for years. I'm 7 years in, and this is like, you know what I'm saying? This is years and years and years of that, you know what I'm saying? So building relationships, of pulling up on events and being all up in people's faces, like, yo, what's going on? I'm so-and-so, like, and being real humble about it, you know what I'm saying? Being real modest and just putting in the work. So really, that's how all that came about. It's nothing but the work, you know what I'm saying? When I first came out, no one knew who the fuck I was. Like, my manager right now, who my manager is, he used to write for a music blog, but he's also my first blog post ever. Like, he found me when I first started making music. He posted me on a blog. I had never been on a music blog. I was like, yo, this is fucking insane. I'm on a music blog. Like, yo, this is, you know what I mean? You know how, like, because you come up reading music blogs every day. High New Hip Hop too. Two Dope Boys, Ill Roots. I'm on that shit every day. So to be on that shit was like amazing to me. But it's really just putting in the work, bro. I put in the work in every avenue, whether it be doing shows and paying to perform and not even getting to perform, and driving 2 hours to do so.
Dead ass.
And that's emailing, texting, DMs, meeting in person, follow-ups. Man, it's like making music every day. It's just like a culmination of all that shit, bro. Like I said, I dedicated my life to this shit. So on the outside, it's like, damn, like, you doing all this dope shit. Like, how'd you get that? Or how'd you get this? How'd you get that? It's, bro, it's putting in the work. That's it.
That's fire. What makes you so driven? Because, like, I work with a lot of artists. There's a lot of artists that tap in with the show. And I can tell you right now, 95% of artists will not do it. I would say more. I would say 97% of artists will not do that.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I think that's more so, I mean, I can't speak for no one else, but I feel like that's just, you know, a testament to how bad they want it and how bad they mean it. Not just about how bad you want it, but how bad you actually mean it. Some people could say that I want to do this or I want to do that, but you got to show me you really mean that. You know what I'm saying? You really trying to be an artist, not just like, I made a song, let's post it, see if it go crazy, if it not, then we gonna play around, we gonna chill for 5 months, and maybe we put out another song. Like, nah, bro, I want this shit, and I mean this shit. And like, when I write these songs, like everything I'm saying in this song is me, it's my story. It all comes from a real place, so I don't play around that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've really, I really just put a lot of time and intention into all those kind of things. Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned one other thing, and this is a whole topic that I have for you about your manager, actually.
Yeah.
Who okay? So my first question with that is, how'd you get a manager? He found you.
Yeah.
Type shit.
And it's one, and that's why, like, that shit is really important to me too. Just how he found me is what, like, something I really appreciate, because I didn't have to look for him. I didn't hire him. I didn't reach, I need someone to manage me. Can you manage me? Because that's how you get someone who they know that you need something, so they're going to take advantage, or they might be interested.
You see
they
lot
might
of that.
look at you as the bag. They might look at you as an opportunity. He was there just because he believed in me, bro. Like, even me looking back at the song that he thought was crazy at that time, like, bro, I don't know what you saw in that song, but thank you for seeing whatever you saw. You know what I mean? You a true visionary for that, because I can't even listen to that shit back in the, you know what I mean? That's how, you know.
That's how, I can't watch my old videos, bro. It's
that type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But long story short, it was just one of those real organic by chance things. Like, I sent it to one of my homies, my first song ever, and he sent it to his homie who just happened to work with my manager now. He played it for my manager. Well, now, at the time, he was just someone who I didn't know. He was writing at a music blog called Good Music All Day. Shout out to Good Music All Day, you know, legendary music blog. And he was writing there, and it was just one of those things like, yo, this song is really dope, man. Like, I would love to just do a write-up and feature you on the blog. And I was like, wow, I really appreciate that. Coming with my second song, I sent it over to him, and by the time I sent my second song, he's like, yo, like, I know you don't have management, but like, well, let's talk, man. Like, I see something here. And it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be tomorrow. It doesn't have to be the next day. It doesn't have to be the next month. But let's just build. Let's just build with each other. You know, let's have some convos.
Yeah.
And from there, convo a week turned into convo every 2 days. Turned into a convo every day. Turned into brainstorming plans. Turned into just us being brothers and us having the same vision. And now his vision is my vision. My vision is his vision. You know what I'm saying? And that's priceless to me. It really happened organically. It happened because he believed in the music and believed in me. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was about to ask you. I was about to ask you, did he believe in you, or did he believe in your music?
Well, he didn't know me, so it had to be the music. It had to be the music. He saw something. There was something he saw in the music. Of course, the music is an extension of me, but he didn't know me personally. I think maybe after a couple of conversations with me, and, you know, letting him know how I feel, how I think, maybe he started believing me more so, Ashoka the person, a little bit more from there. But yeah, I think it was the music first.
Interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of artists feel like a manager is a missing link. So could you say, first of all, how long has he been managing you?
Since my second song ever. So
we're talking years.
Yeah.
Like 5+?
Yeah.
Okay, so what does a manager actually do for you?
A manager is supposed to make sure you get as many opportunities as you could possibly get. Make sure that you're very visible, meaning that, like, if you put out a song, like, you're gonna see it when you're scrolling your timeline. You should be able to see it without you just can't help it. You're just gonna see it because it's properly, you know, just put out there. Making sure that you have all the tools that you need to succeed. You may have, I'm an artist, so I may have ideas. I may want this type of video. I may want to make a merch capsule. I may want to have a song where I have a choir on the chorus and all these crazy ideas, but I don't know how to execute them. And my manager will step in and say, okay, I'll reach out to this person. I'll put you on a group chat with this person. You explain your ideas, you know, like that kind of stuff. Just kind of bringing my ideas and my dreams to fruition and kind of giving me the resources needed to get everything that's in my head out to the world. Okay. And of course, it being, you know, put out to the world properly in a way where it doesn't just fall on deaf ears. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah. That's
okay. That's valid. What does a manager not do? Because I feel like what I see a lot is artists saying, all I want to do is music. Fuck everything else. Yeah. I just want a manager for all the other shit. Yeah. I feel like that mindset kills people. Yeah. Yeah. So what does a manager not do? What do you still do even with that arrangement? You know what I'm saying?
Well, a manager can't put in the work for you. A manager could put you in position. He could do as much as he can to, you know, make the right place for you. But at the end of the day, you got to show up. And you got to show up. You got to, like, for example, like, say my manager was to book this podcast, right? And cool, my manager held that down. And I pull up here and I'm like, yo, what up? You ask me questions and I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying nothing. It's like, yo, like, he can't do it all for me, you know what I'm saying? So I think the managers, you know, lines do get blurred, but for the most part, it stops at, you know, him making the play for you. Now you got to come and deliver on that play. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do you feel like and I know he's probably gonna watch this, so I know this might sound crazy, but do you feel like you could have done what you did if you did not have a manager?
I mean, that's one of those questions where it's like, Kayvon, I love you to death. That's my brother.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna say there's anything in this world that can stop me from getting to where I want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, like, I am me. No matter what. So, like, damn, it's one of those. It's a tricky question. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, like, I'm gonna always say, like, I wouldn't have made it this far without him because I just wouldn't have, you know, because like he's a huge and integral and key part of all this. But at the same time, I can't stand on who I am as a person and who I know I am and what I know I'm capable of. And I know when I put my mind to something and I really mean it and I'm really passionate about it, I think, you know, I can make it come to fruition. So I'm not gonna say that with anyone in this world, like, I can't make it somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So
interesting.
Yeah.
I wanted to get into that. So many artists use that manager crutch thing, and it drives me fucking crazy. Yeah. So, you know, just definitely wanted to ask you about that.
My manager helps me a lot, so I'm not even gonna cap. I mean, shout out to my manager. And since we talk about managers, like, shout out to my manager. Like, Kayvon, like, he's a real one. He's believed in me unwaveringly for years. You know what I mean? He's held me down, made sure I had the tools I need to succeed. But most importantly than everything, you know what I mean? He believes in me and my vision is his vision, you know what I'm saying? So
that's fine.
He does it all, man. Shout out to Kayvon. He a real
dope.
one.
That's rare.
Yeah.
That's definitely rare. All right, we got some other things in here for you right now. All right. So
yeah. We about to get it back into it.
I'm interested for this. So I watched the interview you did with my guy. Shout out King Mill. Episode 17 of the Encore Podcast. 17, 18, one of them shits. It'll be on our YouTube.
Well, we on 30, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we on 30, you
shout
feel
out
me?
to episode 7, but we on 30.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I just want to say, shout out number 30, Splash Bros. Curry. I just
Go
got
stream
the single,
that.
Splash Bros. Me and my dog Faye. Curry with the wrist. Number 30. Episode number 30.
Yes, sir. We here.
We here.
One of the first things you said in that interview was you had to leave Rockland County.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. For me, I'm a firm believer in, like, you can't grow if you're comfortable. Like, how do you grow? I've never been able to grow when I was too comfortable. My biggest growth spurts have come through me being uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? And so I believe sometimes you really got to leave to bring that trophy back home, you know what I'm saying? Even now, like, I'm still in the process of doing that. I still will take trips to Atlanta, LA, go work there for months and, you know, see what we can make shake and bring it back, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day.
You get a lot of value from taking those trips?
A lot of value.
Yeah.
A lot of value. And also, you know, Rockland County, I feel like, I also do feel like we got a little bit of work to do as just as a community, as a collective, and in really championing our artists. And
you think it's like cutthroat type shit?
What you mean cutthroat?
As in like crabs in a barrel type shit?
Kinda, but it's just like, yo, like, there's artists out here that are super talented and, like, really putting on. Like, I know there's countless things I could think of, you know, me making sure that Rockland County is, like, you know, held up on a certain pedestal, whether it be a publication or getting shouted out on the radio.
You still got 845 in your bio.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is. And there's a lot of artists that do that and really put on, but it's just like, as a collective, the community, I don't think we're really, you know, putting artists to that point. And how many people is in Rockland County? Thousands and thousands. So it's enough to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I would like to see, you know, a little bit more in Rockland County.
Yes, I think it's the same shit in Westchester.
Yeah,
I think it's the same shit as New York in the whole.
I would like to see that because, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I don't know, man. When I see certain shit, like these drill rappers, certain shit pop off, they got their whole hood in the video. It's like 100, 200 people. All the hood, the aunties, the cousins, everyone's posting the song. It's just a different support, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just like, for the amount of talent that we got in Rockland County, like, I feel like we could collectively be like, yo, we don't need nothing. Like, yeah, the city's cool, but we can make Rockland what it is as well.
Like in Atlanta, where you could get lit in Atlanta and never leave Atlanta.
Exactly. You can get lit in Rockland. We just gotta really show niggas what's up, but yeah, that's a whole nother story. We don't gotta get too deep into that. That's out of my control, but
yeah, you felt like you had to leave in order to take it to the next level.
Yeah, also like, you know, like there's just not necessarily the most resources in Rockland County, just in general. Shout out to, you know, the people who have opened up creative outlets for, you know, creators to come pull up and get their shit off. Like, that's big. So, you know, shout out to everyone who's doing that. I'm not about to list everyone out.
Isn't there a spot? Fucking, oh my God.
That's what I was not warehouse. That's what I was not going to do. Okay. I was not going to go list everyone out and miss somebody. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, there is a spot. It's like a warehouse. Like, I know a couple of them. Like, if you want to shout them out, feel free to.
I forgot the fucking name, bro. I was there one time.
Yeah.
I forgot, bro. I'm trash. Oh, well.
Yeah, but, you know, shout out to everyone in Rockland County who's, you know, been making those creative outlets. Everyone knows who they are. Like, I don't want to, you know, start missing a couple, like, because I'm not going to sit here and act like I know all of them. And I want to show love to everybody, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just leave it like that. But that's important, and that was big, and I really love and appreciate that for all those who are doing that. And I want to see more of that. But, you know, I just want to see us, you know, really support each other a lot more and push that shit all the way up. Like I said, we got numbers. We just got to use them.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to teach.
Yo, my phone not. But like, do you feel is Peekskill like similar to that?
Yeah, Westchester and Rockland are identical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's identical. Yeah, so 100%.
You feel that way? Oh nah, you feel differently?
I personally don't. I think there's about 150 artists, like you could say, like creatives, artists from the city, and I'll say this on camera. There's only 3 people from this town who's had any sort of real success, and they all left here to get it. So I'm about to be number 4.
Yeah.
Respectfully, I love it here, but you know, it's not.
Do you feel like people that stay in the city or just like the town in general, like you feel like the support is heavy?
Nah, I mean you'll get support. Like I'll do shit and like people from the town will support me. So it's not even that. It's just it's 2 things you said. There's not really a whole lot of opportunities in Westchester, Rockland as a whole, and a lot of people get comfortable. Like a lot of people record at the same studios and try and get on the same showcases and just do the same shit over and over again. And it's like, I don't know, this music shit is way bigger than that. And I feel like a lot of people get trapped in that. So I've been noticing myself disassociating.
Yeah, I almost say like, all right, you know, it's funny. I just came with like a cool analogy for it. It reminds me of like, you know how say you may live in like, I don't know if you know Spring Valley or like whatever towns out here.
Man. I mean,
but like
Valley, you
live somewhere, but you nice and ball, right? Like you really nice. So what your parents gonna do? They gonna send you to the private school where they really sending niggas to them colleges that
type shit.
They making it to the NBA because they trying to lock certain shit in. So that's another thing too. Sometimes that's the same as that thing. You had to leave your situation for you to really, you know, be put in position to get shit popping. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So it's just the same thing all around the boards. You know what I mean?
I personally. And people gonna argue this, right? I had a guest on here 2-3 episodes ago that would argue me to death on this. I really don't believe you can get popping in your hometown if you're not like from Atlanta.
It depends on the hometown.
But you can do the TikTok shit and make it work. But I just see. Now let me take that back. You can, but like people, what I see
what
more
your hometown is, I feel like. Because I mean, if you're in a big city, in your hometown is already popping.
Type shit.
There's so much shit going on. It might be a little easier than.
I think just mentally people get trapped.
Town. Yeah, that's
what I see happen more often than not.
Yeah.
That's a much deeper convo we can get into, but
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's some other shit. But yo, all right. So I'd like you to teach a class to our audience. Okay. How to run up numbers 101.
Okay.
So you got some numbers on your Spotify. You doing all right?
Yeah.
You feel me? So to the artist who has 6 songs and they all got the under 1,000 shit on their Spotify, what would you tell them to go do?
Well, I think for me that also goes back to what I told you about when you were asking me like, okay, how have I gotten the cosigns or the looks that I've gotten? It's about putting in the work, you know what I'm saying? Like I was sending my songs to playlists before a Spotify playlist was even a thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like sending songs to Spotify playlists when we was still straight up only SoundCloud. You know what I mean? I know you remember that era
that's
when
a fact. Yeah,
it was straight SoundCloud. It was like Apple Music title. That wasn't really a thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really accumulation of just doing that over the years, and whether it be different publications, magazines, to the point where they're broadcasting my music to the world. They have different platforms that are bringing more eyes to the music. There's that. In addition to the playlisting, where I've been sending my music to all different types of playlists, whether it be independent or editorial, since 2015. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of time and really putting into building that streaming up. You know what I'm saying? Aside from just consistently releasing and trying to consistently release with quality, it's when it comes to monthly listeners and all that kind of stuff, it's cumulative. So like, as your streams continue to add up, or as you release a new song that maybe not have reached certain demographics, it reaches them in the next release, that now you compile another 5,000 on your monthly listeners for the next 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's just been a working process over the years, but it's just a constant grind. Honestly, it's about consistency is like the biggest thing, and trying to spread your network as wide as possible. Like sending the song everywhere you can, every publication, every email. And like I said, I'm not just doing this for 3 months. I'm doing this for like years consistently. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to break through. So it's gonna,
interesting.
It's gonna add up.
All right, I want to give you a hypothetical.
Yeah.
You got $500 to promote a single. Mm-hmm. What are you gonna do with it? That's like a realistic budget.
I mean, I'll be on the phone with my man trying to figure that out today. You know what I mean? We still be trying to figure that out. So like, I'm not the best dude to ask that question. I'm maybe gonna cap. Like I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. That's major though, really just putting in the work.
Yeah, it's really just putting in the work no matter what. Yeah, I wish I had like a more calculated thing, but it's really just putting in the work, and that's all it takes. Like for real.
Interesting. Okay. We got a couple more things in here for you. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to do. All right, so.
We about to go crazy.
We got a jar. I call it the jar of deep ass questions. All shit related to the life, music industry, and just being the best version of yourself possible. So I want to dig in here. I want to whip out 4 questions.
Let's get it.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. Here's a good place to start. Yeah. What do you want your legacy to be as an artist?
I want my legacy to be a couple things. First and foremost, like I want to inspire. Like I really do care about inspiring. Like my brand, our collective, on this chain right now, that KDM, that's short for Kingdom, which really stands for the whole motto that we came up with. Kingdom is yours. And Kingdom is yours really means like no matter where you start, like even if you start at the bottom of the totem pole, to really envision yourself as king or queen of whatever realm or situation you want to conquer. But more importantly than that, not just like saying like, okay, I can really be this, but you got to embody that even before we get there. You know what I mean? You got to walk in the room knowing that this is yours for the taking, and that it's pretty much yours already. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much move with that aura about you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Kingdom is yours is. That's kind of the mission statement we push. So that's one of the number one things for me. I definitely want to inspire, motivate, because for me to even start in music, like in college, I was studying pre-pharmacy. Really? This dude right here, he was in the library and shit, late nights studying. So like for me to really do this, it took a lot of confidence and a lot of like, I had to really believe, like really, really believe to make that pivot, you know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure, I kind of give that inspiration to all the other kids who want to do something, whether it be rap or whether it be something else, you know what I mean? Like, because it's really not easy to be a confident person in this world for some people, you know what I mean? So I do want to, for some people. So I do want to, see as much as I can, push that inspiration, that motivation to, whoever, youth, older, it doesn't matter. That's one thing. Second thing is like, bro, I really just want to make the best music. Like I really be working on the music, you know what I mean? Like I really be trying to push myself, trying to get better. Like I never feel like, oh, I'm so nice, I don't gotta take advice from no one. Like I'm a songwriter. Like I write for myself and I write for others as well. But when I get around songwriters, like I peep what they doing. I like to see like okay, damn, I know I'm nice, but that melody right there, like, sheesh, that shit was kind of crazy, you know what I mean? So like, I really want to push myself to be the best artist and put the best music out there as possible. Like, I've realized that what I'm doing on this earth and what I'm putting out here is pretty much my contribution to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say one thing that stuck up, RP to Kobe, you know what I mean? That's one of my favorite NBA players, legend. But one thing that stuck out to me when he passed is when I was scrolling my timeline, you see all these videos of him, but none of them are his basketball highlights. They're all of him speaking and what he left behind. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it was at that moment, like, you know, my whole life, yeah, I get it, the Mamba mentality, but you know, you don't never really peep something until the moment you really, really peep it. And like, my whole life, I'm just thinking like, nah, Kobe's just nice. He's the nicest. But when he passed, I started realizing, oh shit, now he left something behind, and that was his legacy. That was the Mamba mentality. So that made me realize that my contribution, what I leave behind, is very important. And aside from the accolades, aside from wanting to make it to the Grammys, aside from wanting a top 10 Billboard record, like, more importantly than anything, I just want to be proud and happy with my contribution. I want to look back at the catalog I left behind. I want to be able to, you know, to look back and be proud of it and satisfied with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably the biggest thing about my legacy, is just, you know, really being proud of what I left for the world, like the mark I left there. And, you know, I do want to bar these niggas up. I do want to be the best one. You know, I do want people to know that not just everyone could rap with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I put a lot of time into the bars.
Respectfully.
For sure. And, like, that's a goal of mine, you know what I'm saying? And we're still working every day to get there. But, you know, that's another goal of mine. I do want to go down as, you know,
one of the
top
best.
5 rapper of my generation. For sure. That's one of my goals for my legacy.
Hell yeah.
I know that was long-winded. There's a lot of different things, but yeah.
Okay. All right, let's get a few more up in here.
Let's get it. I'm trying to talk that talk, man. I need some.
You want something spicy?
I'm trying to talk that talk a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the most agonizing part about chasing a music career?
The part that the music industry is the only industry where there's like, in business, where there's no rules. Like, there's just no fucking rules. Like, I know what you mean. No matter what job you go to, there's rules. Whether, like, there's always rules. In music, it's just nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta, whatever happens. You gotta take that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's probably the one thing. And probably the one thing I really don't like about it is that you do have to depend on other people to a certain extent. Like, you have to depend on certain things to clear, or certain, you know, partnerships to come through. Or another thing about the music industry is like I said, I'm a songwriter. So say I write a song for somebody. Let's say, hypothetical. This is a hypothetical situation right here. And this is an agonizing hypothetical situation. But say I write a song. I write it for Chris Brown, with Chris Brown in mind. His producers that he's working with send me the beat. They're like, yo, you got that shit? Like, write this shit for Chris Brown. Cool. I send it. Chris Brown fucks with this record, bro. Yo, this shit fire. Mm-hmm. Yo, all right, cool. Is he gonna record it? Like, what's gonna happen? Yeah, he's gonna record it. And let's give like 3 scenarios. He records it. He cuts the record. It's on his album. They send the paperwork. Now, you know what a Chris Brown album's about to do. So you already know, like, you pretty much, you in a good position now. Yeah. That's one way. Another way is, they're like, oh yeah, he cut the record. He recorded it. We love it. We're gonna put it on the album. And he recorded the song and it just doesn't make the album for whatever reason. Which I understand. I'm an artist too. I'm a creative. Like, there's a bunch of dope. I don't think my shit is trash, but I may not put it out, obviously, because, you know, that's just creativity. You may feel like, oh, no, I don't want to put this out. Even if it's a good song. And then there's a third option where, you know, he's like, yeah, he's going to cut the record and you just don't hear it back. So it's just that whole thing of having to wait on people, having to, like, you never know on certain things if it's official, because it's a creative thing, you know what I mean? Like, music is emotional. Being an artist, like, the whole shit is emotional. Even if you're the toughest, even if you're 50 Cent, you're getting your emotions off, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So it's like, it's one of those things where it just depends on how you feel. Like, you can't hold no one accountable or hold anything against anybody. It's just one of those things where it just goes all off of feeling and partially chance on certain things. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing that's like. Certain things you just gotta, you can't really believe it till it's on paper in the music industry.
That's a fact.
That's the one
that
thing.
That goes back to the
yeah.
convo off camera. Why I hate the business of being a producer. It's the same shit, bro. You know how many songs I have a major label artists that are never gonna see the light of day.
Yeah.
So
I know. Yeah.
It's
and I go back to saying, but like at the same time, like I feel you, but you also can't be mad at it though, because it's like it's creativity. It's like, you know what I mean. Like he may feel like. That what he was saying on that song just isn't him anymore, So it could be anything, you know what I mean? It's not even about you or the beat, you know what I mean? It could be anything. So it's just one of those things. That's probably, you know what I mean? So I guess we relate on that. Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure it's still going. All right, bet.
Yes, sir.
It's my worst fear, bro. I was saying when something gets fucked up beyond repair, I call the artist and I'm like, yo, we had a great time last night. You trying to have another one? I've had, you know what? Out of, I think, 120 podcasts and a lot of other shit, I've only had to say that 4 times.
Okay.
So yeah, we're good. And we good. Yeah, everything we good. All right. This one's kind of generic.
I feel you. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I want to find some spicy shit. Oh, okay. Why do you feel like so many artists fail?
Damn. Why do I feel like so many artists fail? Damn, maybe because I don't really know, but if I think what I think, maybe because there's a couple of reasons, man. Some people, they feel like, some artists may feel like they don't want to take any type of direction, any type of advice. They feel like they just know it all, they got it all figured out. More power to you, that's great, but sometimes you do gotta like try things out. Sometimes you do gotta take some advice or some direction. I never really been that type to be like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about, or like, nah, this hook or this line is the best, like there's no way. At the same time, like I know myself, I'm very solid on myself, so it's like I'm gonna take it all in, but at the same time, I'm very understanding and like I trust myself to make the final decision. That just doesn't mean that like I'm not open to things, you know what I mean? But sometimes people not being open to things can lead to, a little bit of failure here and there.
That's major.
Yeah. I say that. And it's funny because there's a flip side to that, because that's in a way being overly confident. I don't want to say overly confident. No such thing as overly confident, but that's a way of being confident. But sometimes you may lack confidence to do certain things.
Talk about it.
Like, for example, Instagram posts. Y'all gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not gonna lie, like, at this point, I'm just posting that shit, yo. Like, I know we've all done it. We've loaded up a post, we wrote the caption, we look at it, we like, nah, I ain't gonna post this, or what's so-and-so gonna think, or who gives a fuck what someone thinks, bro? Like, what? What they think? Like, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, and even if it is what they think, bro, like, they're gonna think for 2 seconds and keep scrolling. Then what?
That's
life goes on. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, as an artist, you can't be scared. You know what I mean? You can't be scared to put yourself out there, to throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? That song that you thought wasn't it. It might be a hit, or it might change someone's life or some demographic. It might really affect somebody. You know what I'm saying? So you can't also be scared and lack that confidence. Sometimes you got to jump out the window and just throw that post up. You know what I mean? Throw that video out that you've been sitting on, or that song you've been unsure of, like, or you may like the song, but you may feel like, oh, certain people might not like this. Yo, just throw it out there. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
That's a fact.
So
might get surprised.
Yeah, there's that flip side to it. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two main things I could come up with. I don't really know why artists fail. You know what I mean? But that's what I think.
Okay. I agree with both of those 100%. Yeah. So, okay. Let's see what else we got. 2 more? I think 2 more would be good. Yeah. All right, so 1 and 2. All right. All right.
Yeah.
When is it time to cut someone off?
Trying to cut someone off. Oh, when they're trying to cut it off, Ty. It's time to cut it off. When it's time to cut someone off. It's a couple times. All right, this is one time to cut someone off. When at the end of the day, the people around you, they're a reflection of you, they're extension of you. So when they start, when they start tarnishing your brand, that is one part. You know what I mean? Because that also shows how much they respect you and they care about you and your well-being and everything that, you know, surrounds you. You know what I'm saying? You can't have people that just don't care about how you're out here in this world, how you're being represented in this world. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So, you know, people that tarnish your brand, might be time to, you know, cut them off. If just not to be cliche, not to be basic, but if they put in way more negative than positive into your life, whether it be the type of situations they put you in, putting you in negative situation, whether it be them just spewing negativity every time
and shit.
Yeah, every time you talking some positive shit, they're like, oh, that won't work because of this,
you
that,
can't
and the third.
really do that.
Literally,
Yeah,
bro. All right, you might have to like cut that out of the equation. The gossiping shit too, like I don't really. It's not really my thing, bro. Like it's like, you know
bro,
what I mean?
I go to the same gym every morning.
Yeah.
And I saw someone the other day. I went to high school. I'm 24. I saw someone I went to high school with who started talking to me about high school drama.
Yeah.
And I was like, a part of me died, bro. I was like
you can't be serious.
Nah, bro.
You can't be serious right now. Like, what you talking about, man?
Shit is crazy.
Fuck up your whole workout.
Bro.
Yeah. I say those things. What else? Damn. When it's time to cut someone off. Yeah, yo, when they start serving more negativity in your life.
That's probably the biggest thing, I would say.
Because like, you got to really subtract that negative shit out to make room for the positive, or you kind of setting yourself back already, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. Damn. I'm not gonna talk. Come on, man.
Yeah, I was about to ask what you think, bro.
When it's time to cut, when is it time? When do you know it's time to cut someone off? Like, it's time.
I don't know, man. Come back to me.
Yo, it can't be serious, bro.
I'll think of one.
Yeah.
Cut someone off. You said the biggest one when there's more negative than good, and I see that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you have big dreams. Like, I think it goes back to people not believing in themselves. And they don't believe they can do it. So when they hear you trying to do it, they're like,
yeah.
But that's the biggest one. That's definitely the biggest.
Another one, I'm gonna be honest, I low-key forgot, but like it is important. Like they have to make, like, if someone's fucking with your mental, whether that be like they just do certain shit that just fucks with you, and it really, like, not just annoys you, but it's not like you feel it bringing you down. Because there's a difference between being annoyed and something really just like...
It's like you get a text from that one person and you just feel your whole vibe drop.
It brings you down. Or something they do when they're around you where it's like, this isn't real love. Like, this is something else. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I've had a couple situations like that where it's like, I feel something here and this don't really feel like... I don't know what this is, but like, this don't feel like love. This feels weird. 100%. I don't know like what it is you're trying to do, whether it be... But sometimes there's certain energy that people put out there that it just don't feel right, you know what I mean?
That made me think of a few people.
Yeah, some people might give you anxiety, yo. Just being around them might give you anxiety just because you know what they're capable of. You know the type of shit they say. You know the type of stuff they put out there. And I mean, obviously that goes back to the negativity shit, but that as well, you know what I mean? Like when someone's not right for you, you feel that shit. Like you feel that shit in your spirit. You feel that shit in your energy. Like it's reoccurring. It usually doesn't just happen once. If someone like really shouldn't be in your life, like that energy, that negative feeling you feel or they make you feel, it usually happens more than once. You usually feel it often to a point where it's just like, all right, I either gotta separate myself from this person, love this person from a distance, whatever it may be. You know, that's just part of life. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, okay.
Yeah.
I want to whip out one more because I want to ask this one last.
Yeah.
All right. What's the biggest regret of your career?
Oh man, regret? Damn.
What do you look back on and you're just like, fuck? This is very suspenseful.
I don't have a biggest regret in my career, bro.
Really?
I don't have a biggest regret in my career. There are things that I wish would have worked out differently, for sure. But without certain shit working out how it did, like, it really was really part of the journey and part of the story for me. Like, there's certain shit that didn't work out how I wanted it to be, and then 6 months later, something else popped up in a big way, or I found something in myself that from that situation that indirectly catapulted me to another level as well. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really look at it as I have this big regret. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I learned a lot of shit from everything I've been through in this music shit. You know what I mean? It's been a journey, but I've learned a lot. Like, for real, for real.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I respect that. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Last question of the night.
For sure. Oh, man.
Whoo, when should someone quit their music career?
Someone quit. Damn. I don't like saying shit like that. 'Cause, like, you really gonna have me out here like inspiring someone to quit, bro? Like,
No.
like, for real.
That's not the goal. That's not the goal. I don't think anyone should really ever stop making music.
Yeah.
But I think there's a realistic point where it's like, all right, this might not be a career.
I think a career. I mean, cause I'm really thinking, bro. I'm really trying to think, cause to be honest, like, I know we've all seen that meme, right? Of the guy that's mining the shit, and then he does.
Oh, he's one fucking hit
and
away.
he's one hit away from the goal.
Yeah, I've seen
like
that
you've seen
shit.
that meme before,
Yeah,
right? We've all seen that meme before. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's all, that is always gonna be in the back of my mind, no matter who you are. You know what I'm saying? But I would say more so just when it's not clicking with you anymore, when you feel like like even making music isn't clicking with you. You know what I mean? Because even me, like, I've had moments where like it's like, all right, do I still really love and enjoy this? You know what I mean? Like, doing something for 7 years, 6 years, I think like six, 7 years straight. Like, you know, it can get to a point where it's like, damn, do I still really love this? Am I exhausted? You know what I'm saying? But as long as you get that feeling, you know, I still like of adrenaline, like when something hits, like, and you get that adrenaline, that like chills around your body, like you feeling the euphoria. As long as that still comes back to you at some point, then you know, okay, like this is where I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? Because this shit, I still feel this feeling. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't gone away, hasn't disappeared. But I feel like once that is gone and it's just not clicking, it's not really driving you. It's just something either you're doing for whatever reason to be, whether it be clout, whether it be just to say you're doing it. I feel like, you know, that's probably the time to bow out. It's hard for me to say, like, if we just keep putting shit out and it's not clicking, because the next song could really be it. It only takes one. Sometimes you gotta put up 100 shots and maybe 1 out of 100 will hit, really.
That's a fact.
And that's just life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a hard question for me to answer. Know what I mean? I'm trying to think if I have anything else that's a better answer, like some more like she quit. But no, I think that's all I got for now, man.
You got to answer, Si? You got to be real with yourself, man. If you posted, hold on.
All right, my bad. I fucking kicked the interface out with the wire. But yeah, so Ty said you got to be real with yourself.
Yeah, man, you got to be real with yourself. I would say 5 years, man. 5 years, like.
Oh, I don't know if that's enough.
Because realistically, like, this is almost a how-to of how to do everything. So if you're not getting traction within 5 years, there's something wrong. So you can keep elevating within 5 years, but within that 5 years, if you're still plateaued, you're doing something wrong. Maybe it's not for you. So it's time to deviate, pivot to something else.
That's a fact. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Shit. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm thinking about his answer, because like, even the plateau, right? Is the plateau a sign of like, okay, I got to quit, or is it a sign of like you got to reinvent and rethink the programming? Like, what you think, Ty? You feel like rethink the programming?
It's time to reinvent.
And if
because we're in an era where like average things can gain traction.
Yeah.
You feel me? So if nothing you're doing is gaining any type of traction, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's a good point too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I didn't think about that, like the whole plateau, like if you really like, because honestly for me, like I really appreciate progress, you know what I'm saying? Like if you got 100 streams on your last song, you got 200 on the next song. That's
valid.
That's valid.
Twice as many listeners.
That is valid. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah. Like, you artists out there with 200 streams, don't get discouraged, bro. You just
get that 250, then get that 200, then get that 300. But to what Tyler said, like, you know what I'm saying? Once it plateaus, but even if you have just a little bit of a next step or a little bit of progress, that shows that, you know, okay, like we're on to something. You know, there's something here. You know what I mean? So as long as it's on that trajectory, then keep going. If no matter what you do, it's just like a straight line, I ain't gonna tell you to quit, but because I'm not a quitter, but I can't tell someone to do something I wouldn't do, but I would advise to see what's up. Yeah. See what's up.
I respect it. Ashoka, how you feeling?
I feel good, man. This shit's fun. I'm chilling.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't have any more questions unless you want to fucking go through any more of these. You want one more?
I'll do one. I'm gonna figure it out.
You want to pick it? Everyone in the room got an answer.
Shake that shit up, man. Shuffle that bitch.
Let's see what it is. My handwriting's trash. I'm sorry. Do you want to ask or not?
Yeah, I'm asking y'all.
Oh, what? Yeah. Oh. All right, bet.
So what was the best and worst decision you made in your career?
My best decision was to stop giving a fuck what people thought. I never really had like confidence growing up. Like I was always like, I would just do wild shit, but like I was never like truly deeply confident. I think that comes because I never really fully apply. I don't think anyone becomes confident until you fully apply yourself to something. Because it's a skill. Confidence is a skill, and I never did that, so I never had confidence growing up. But let's just say stop giving a fuck, going all in was definitely the best decision I ever made. The worst decision I made. You know what I think about sometimes? I don't know if this is the worst, but it's one thing that kind of bothers me. I wish I wasn't as cold to some people. When I started to take music more serious, especially take this YouTube shit serious, this is something I'm going through now. Like, I was forced to cut a lot of people out and be a lot more like protective of my energy, which you kind of have to. I'm sure you know that too.
Yeah.
But I got very cold with people. And shut a lot of people out and lost a lot of relationships because of my attitude. And the studio's not soundproof. But yeah, I wish I wasn't as cold with people. I really didn't need to be that just cold.
Yeah.
And I would have gotten to where I am and been a lot happier if I wasn't that way. That's one thing I think about a lot. Yeah.
I guess you. So it's like you feel like you went through a period where like you just kind of like
I said fuck everyone, bro.
Like,
I didn't talk if I wasn't doing a session, I did not talk to anybody. Yeah. Like that was it. All I gave a fuck about was YouTube and getting money. Yeah. That's it. Everything else I was like, yo, stay away from me. Like I fucking I'll say this on air, like I forgot my mom's birthday and I was like like, you know, she came home, I was at home fucking making a smoothie and it was like 30 minutes of her talking to me and I'm like, I realized like 30 minutes later because I was so in that go mode and it's like even if I get where I want to go, I'm not trying to be the fucking lonely rich
only
dude.
One there
type shit. So I wish I could have changed my attitude with that.
No, I guess you, bro. That's something I feel like we all struggle with that. Like we all be doing that. When it's time to grind, we be grinding, bro. When it's time to focus, we just like duck off. It's just a balance. Now, I mean, I learned that too. It's funny you say that. 1 year, my New Year's resolution was to like, no matter what I was doing, like even if I was in the studio, even if I was mid writing a song where I was like, yo, I'm so inspired, I gotta write it. No matter what I was doing, I said I was gonna pick up my family members' calls, no matter what. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where it's just like, you just gotta find a balance, bro. You gotta find a balance. You probably on your way to doing that, but I'm still on my way to doing that shit too. But that's just life, bro. We all deal with that shit.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about you? Best and worst?
Oh, listen, I was going to this.
He said, caring what other people think, especially how you look and how you present yourself, is the best. And then saying yes too many times, which I fucking feel is definitely the worst.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have it. I think my best and worst. I think my worst decision was like overthinking shit when it came to like making music. I think I released my first project, or technically second, but I call it my debut. But like Through the Fire was like, I personally, honestly, like, you know what I mean? I think it's like a real classic project. Personally, I think so. Like I listen to a lot of music. I feel that way. And like, after I came out of that, I just
it's all good. It's a middle camera. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, after I came out of that project, I just went into this mode where it's like, all right, bet, now I gotta level up. Now I gotta make this project where I try different instruments and I have crazy flows. I bring in some songwriters, we make some crazy hooks, we go crazy, like, and that kind of hindered me even more. Like just thinking that way. Now I'm going in the studio, I'm trying way too hard. I'm looking for some beats that are like fucking
some crazy shit.
Kanye mixed with Jay-Z, mixed with Cole, mixed with, like, I'm trying to do some next shit, and it's just like, bro, just make fucking music and keep it pushing, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's not everything in life gotta be that deep. And just making it and just having fun and just working at it, just practicing is what took things to that next level. You know what I mean? In the sound, in the newer songs, in the music that's to come and all that kind of stuff. Rather than, you know, I spent like a year actually, probably, of making shit that I just threw all away. Just getting through that hump of trying to like figure out what was the next step. And it was just the overthinking. Once I stopped overthinking and I started making it, what helped me was I don't want to give away too much. Actually, I'll give away some sauce, man. This is not really my sauce. I got this sauce from a J. Cole interview, but I started doing these 10-minute drills where you have to write a verse in 10 minutes. And like, it's like, fuck, it doesn't really matter. It's not that deep what the content is. Like, you try your best, but whatever comes out in 10 minutes is what comes out. But that helped me just trust myself more and come more confident in the pen and while I'm creating.
That's
exactly.
I used to do that shit with beats for a 10-minute beat. That's it.
Literally,
That's it.
You know what I mean? So you just get more confident with what's coming out your brain because you're so used to just whatever comes out, comes out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that and other things just helped me just make music organically. And from there, I kind of worked back the whole, let's overthink this, let's make this big and grand, and just started making music that I enjoyed. So yeah, long-winded answer, but I say all that to say, one of the worst decisions was, you know, just kind of overthinking things and trying to make music that has to be a certain way. One of the best decisions, I'll say two things. One was releasing music frequently.
Fire. Releasing
music frequently was probably one of the best decisions I made. Just because you see the results, know what I mean? Especially if you're caring about the quality and not just about the quantity. And it's like, and you know, I put my best foot forward to try to make it quantity and quality. You know, you see the results from that, and it's just a certain energy that comes where it's like, you know, it's like release day is almost like your birthday, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like having your birthday every month is kind of fun, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of stuff too. That's one thing, and one other thing was taking trips and leaving my hometown. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be trips to Atlanta or LA or even just anywhere, meeting new people, hearing different perspectives, different styles of coming on songs. Like, pause. My fault.
I didn't even peep that. So
different songs of coming on the song.
Yeah, we've heard some crazy shit on this show, bro. You're good.
Hey, man, that's all good. Well, I had to make some serious. I was about to say some real shit too. I had to go do that dumb shit. But I say all that to say, you know, leaving the city, leaving the town, whatever it be, just going around the world, you're gonna get different perspective, different styles, different ideas. Like, I may have came on a song with this flow, but man, that is a really great way to approach it too. I never thought about that, but I wouldn't know that unless I was in the room with that person across the country or down south or in a different country, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta put yourself in those rooms to there's 1,000,001 ways to do something, you know what I mean? I wanna know as many of them as I can, you know what I mean? So I think leaving and experiencing those things and working in different environments was the best decision I made, because it really, you know, did start taking me to another level and started sharpening my pen and started sharpening my skills, you know, being around all those different types of situations. So I say that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, bro, I appreciate you coming through.
Oh, appreciate you too, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Fire.
Yes, sir.
Fire.
Could you tell the people where to find you on social media?
For sure. You can find me everywhere. Ashoka, KDM, Instagram, ASHOKA.KDM. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of music on the way. We just dropped Splash Bros, Crazy, featuring Faye. Sleep on Me, featuring Deontay Hitchcock. He going crazy too. He just bodied his shit on the J. Cole Dreamville album. That's actually where I discovered him for the first time. And I was like, nah, homie's hard. I got to do a song with him. But yeah, we got more shit coming. We got lots of music rolling out. You can find me everywhere at Ashoka, like I said, ASHOKA. And let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Encore Podcast, we here.
Yes, sir. My God. Yo, check it out. This is my episode 30 of the Encore Pod. I appreciate you tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel. And what the fuck is my outro? Damn.
Episode 30, man, we hitting them with the curry. Episode 30, we hitting them with the curry. Splash Bros, go stream that.
Real shit.
I had to help my boy out real quick.
I forgot my fucking outro. So thank you for watching. Subscribe, tell a homie. We'll be back next week with another dope episode. And yeah, we out of here.
Gang. Gang.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Yo.